My pick, my bed, my stacks, my whips. Bitch call me Mr. Ruffles, cause I'm all about my chips. Big clips on tools, so nigga don't act a fool. And I don't play the radio, but I sing a nigga the blues. Bitch, I'm a certified fool, put in work and paid.
What's going on YouTube? This your boy Clutch bringing you a Wolfenstein, the New Order gameplay. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. Um, at the beginning I was kind of iffy about this because this game is basically, a semi-sequel to the 2009 Wolfenstein. I believe it was on the PC. I think it might have been on the original Xbox. I'm not really sure. Um, this game, as you can see, the robots are everywhere. It blends in a history with a fiction storytelling, basically. And basically, the fiction is where, you know, the Nazis and Death Shed and all those had just outstanding weapons, and they ended up, beating the Allies in World War II. The game is meant to be played in two ways. You can run through stealth, and I'm not saying, like a Dishonored stealthy, a game from Bethesda. I'm just saying you can actually sneak up certain guards, melee kill. I'm not saying that you can go through the whole game, which, it probably is possible, but I don't think so. I'm not playing on normal difficulty. I'm actually playing it on the next to the last hardness. So it's a little bit difficult. I'm definitely gonna try it on Uber or whatever it is. You know, the graphics for what it is it really looks good. Especially look. We're underwater and you see the kelp and you see the things like that, but the game actually looks good. The second way that you can actually play this game is just guns ablazing, and that's basically what I'm doing. I'm a gunner, running gunner, and I like running with ARs and submachine guns and things like that. And the two different play styles makes it for a fun adventure type deal, and the story is crazy. The perk system I think is pretty awesome, and it adapts to your play style, and it gives the player certain abilities to go up into his perk tree on the play style that he chooses. It's not a play style that you pick. I'm not too real quiet about how I'm gonna do things. Even though that there's sometimes I'm gonna stealth kill in certain situations, but the more and more I play of Wolfenstein, I love the, you know, cowboy type military, just grab the guns and let's go. Basically, kind of what it is. There's four different abilities. Uh, or it gives you abilities for accomplishing tasks, and there's four different categories, is what I should say. You have stealth, tactical, assault, and I think the last one is demolition. And I'll get further in more detail about this, but this is actually the part of the game where it actually kicks it up a notch. And you see me just cock lock, ready to rock, and I just take off running. I got the little submachine gun, and it's pretty accurate. It's not too accurate, but I just go right in the bottom. And I'm a little slow on what I'm doing on certain things, because I'm looking around. It's the first time I've played certain this game, and I'm trying to get the feel for it. And you see here the submachine gun is all over the place, until the second man gets killed, and it's phenomenal. So here I am. I'm going through the map, and it's cool because you got to pick up everything from grenades to light machine gun ammo to heavy machine gun ammo to whatever. You pick it up. You don't just get it. You don't have unlimited magazines, even though there's freaking ammo all over the place and things like that. I like the old style grenade. You see me throwing it here to kill the machine gun. And I mean, it's just from. I think this is actually played on Xbox One. I'm gonna look at the PS4 to see if there's any different visually. But honestly, I mean, you can't really tell, and here I am, you see me picking up loot and different ammo and armor, and the I'm Captain Blockowitz, and they expect me to be some kind of savior or whatever. But I think this is a good start for the next gen um console era. I mean, this was made for that, and it's a first-person shooter, and I think I mean, it really, really looks good. And here, I'm sitting here looking underneath the door, and I thought I killed the guy, but apparently shooting him in the big toe doesn't count because the son of a bitch damn near killed me. But I painted the wall with his freaking brain matter. But all in all, from what I can tell in this first chapter, oh, this is my gun right here, the AR 1946. It's pretty good. It's a little, the recoil. You got to control your trigger, especially at long distances. But up close, the weapon is pretty decent. You see me going back and forth in between the SMG and the ARs, and like I told you in my video leading up to the Wolfenstein release, you can dual wield everything, and man, it makes the game freaking phenomenal. And I'm just looking around, I'm picking up everything, I'm taking my time to figure out how or what to do if there's any specialty items. I knew, I've played the this part twice because I missed some gold stuff, and you know I went back and played it again, and I'm not gonna capture that, but there's plenty of videos out there that show you where the collectibles are. Um, but I missed this one, and I knew I missed it, and I seen it, and at the last minute, I just went. It was already too late. I think I was too far ahead. I couldn't go back. Um, but I'm definitely gonna be playing this a lot. I mean, it's Friday the 23rd. Here we are 3 days out from Watch Dogs, and I hope to God that you know that game is supposed to be phenomenal, and it's gonna keep my attention, and I want to be able to play Wolfenstein completely all the way through. I'll be bringing you some achievement hunters whenever I find them, videos and things like that. But I'm wanting to go through it all. I'm definitely wanting to. Um, I'm definitely wanting to complete Wolfenstein on both playthroughs. I know for a fact you can play it on two playthroughs, and I think it would be a pretty good deal playing it on two. Um, but as a whole, as of right now, being this is the first chapter, I'm super, super, super not excited, as T. Martin would say, but dude, this is a phenomenal first person shooter. And I like the fact how, look at this guy, I just jump shot the shit out of him, but I like how Bethesda and Machine Games, they kept it to a single player. Because I mean, even though I'm a multiplayer kind of guy with COD and everything, I enjoy a good story, and the story of this is great. It never gets old of killing zombies. You're getting the shit kicked out of you, by Nazi dogs and with super armor and robots. And apparently in 1946 or 45, whenever this started, they had unbelievable technology of what the war was entailing. And we ended up losing the war to the Nazis. And here you'll see the video coming up, later, and probably like my third or fourth playthrough, but you see that BJ Blockowicz wakes up in a hospital, and I believe it's like 1960, and the Nazis have complete control. They won the war, and I know that Bethesda said that there's going to be about 15 to 20 hours. I think it was like 15 or 20 hours for you to actually play um, through Wolfenstein, and I'm kind of stoked on that. I mean, that gives the campaign. I mean, it's you get bang for your buck. It's I'm glad they concentrated on a good story, and it makes it to where you can concentrate on certain things and be in a party and chill out with your boys or whatever and play Wolfenstein. A part of me wishes that they would have made some of it a co-op campaign, because I do miss that. I miss co-op campaigns. I think they are a good decision that developers could make. Uh, you know, Co-op campaign to me, where you can either play it by yourself or play it with a friend. It you know every playthrough is different. One person can take the lead, or your partner can take the lead, or you can take the lead, or he can stay back. Y'all can look for certain things. Just like Halo 3 did with the skulls, and you could go around hunting for skulls. I mean, that never got old, and I wish that people would not get away from that, so to speak. Uh the hidden gems in a game. Because me and my boy, one man would love to play something like this, because, like, Splinter Cell was sick multiplayer. It wasn't a true multiplayer, it was a co-op online multiplayer. And I think that the developers and the different studios around are kind of getting away from that, and I don't know why. I mean, it's a fun, different thing that you, especially YouTubers like myself, we could actually go into it. We could actually go into it and do a dual commentary over the same game, playing the same thing. Talking teamwork, how we're going to take down this mission, how we're going to do this, how we're going to do that. You know, that's the type of stuff that, Splinter Cell Blacklist is what we were playing. It was phenomenal, man. I had such a good time with one man, or Grim Reaper, out in California. It was my boy Roger. You can catch him, Grim Reaper, on Xbox Live. But we had such a good time playing things like that. Especially together, that Wolfenstein would, especially in the future, if they ever do something again. I'm not really sure, but I wish that developers and studios would not eliminate the multiplayer campaign slash co-op. It brings a different dimension, so to speak, to the game that is forgotten. And teamwork, instead of running solo all the time. You need teamwork. You can put it on extremely hard or do whatever you need to do. Use your call outs, and you got freaking, AI everywhere, just blowing, throwing grenades, and they're doing different moves, and you gotta be stealth, and you gotta position yourself of how you want to attack that particular level. And I think Wolfenstein would be awesome. Guys, thanks for sticking around. If you guys stuck around to watch the entire video, there's going to be more gameplay commentaries on Wolfenstein. I have probably 8 hours of gameplay so far. Be looking out for for my future videos. Be looking out for some Watch Dogs come Monday night. Guys, I appreciate y'all staying around and watching the video. Please subscribe if you're new. Please like the video. Share it on multimedia. Share it with your friends. Let it out. I'm just going to bring you quality content. I'm going to bring you the truth. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video. Peace.